Namaste children. In last class, we studied about the first three properties of rational numbers. Today, we will see the fourth one. Before that, let's have a quick recap of the three properties and then move on to the topic. Okay, first, what is closure property? When you're performing a basic operation between two rational numbers, the answer should be in the form of a rational number. Only then we can say it holds good for closure. Okay. Now, the second property is commutative. Commutative means how many terms will be involved? Two terms. So, how does this property work? You are adding A plus B and you will get an answer. And the next, you will be adding B plus A, and if it is the same answer, we can say commutative property is closed under addition. Same way, commutative property works for multiplication. For subtraction and division, commutative property doesn't work. Okay. Now, the third one is associative property. We saw that associative property also works for addition and multiplication. How we will solve? For addition property, we can use this equation A plus B plus C will be equal to A plus B plus C. Okay, when you are substituting the values, both the left hand side and right hand side will have the same answer when it comes for addition and multiplication. Okay. Now, today we are moving on to the fourth property, that is additive and multiplicative identity property. Okay. First, additive identity property. What do you mean by the word identity? When you are coming to school, you have an ID card in around your neck, right? What does it mean? Why are we wearing that ID card? It is the identification. Even a stranger looking at you can spot and say, okay, this so and so student is going to Vivekananda Vidyalaya school. Okay, that is the reason for that is for one's identification we are using that ID card. Same way, identity property. What does it mean? Whatever number you add to that particular value, the value should not change. That is, its identity should be the same. Coming to that, when you are adding 0 to a number, what will happen? The value will not change. If you are adding 0 plus 1, what will be the answer? 1. So, one's identity is not lost when you are adding 0 to it. Okay. In terms of rational number, we have an example. See, A is given as 3 by minus 7 and you are going to add 3 by minus 7 to 0. So, what is happening? 0 plus minus 3 by 7 will give you minus 3 by 7. Okay. Now, same way we are going to see multiplicative identity property. Now, we are going to multiply a number to a given number and the value should not change. That means what can we do? Only when you are multiplying 1 to a number, the value will not change. So, multiplicative identity is always 1. Look at the example. A is given as 3 by minus 7 and we are going to multiply with 1. What will happen? 1 into minus 3 by 7 will give you minus 3 by 7. So, the value is not changing. Clear? This is the fourth property. Today we will see only one property. So, please don't confuse. Now, for today's homework, you are going to solve the 7th and 8th sum of exercise 1.2. Okay? 7th sum, how you will solve? They are asking you to evaluate. That means what we should do? You have to first, inside the bracket there are 3 different terms. First you have to cancel out and then using BODMAS rule, you have to simplify and write the answer. Okay, that is the 7th sum. Now 8th sum, same way. You have to use BODMAS rule, simplify, write the final answer. Clear? Now, Tuesday we have test. Test lot is there, right? So, these 4 properties will be given for test. You have to learn clearly. I'll be giving sums based on this property and there will be some proof. Okay? I'll give you a value and ask you to prove the commutative property or associative property, anything. Okay? So, prepare for this test. Do well, children. Thank you.